It's a mobile world. With calls, texts, and apps to help make our lives easier. But not everyone's benefiting. Yet. Can mobile phone apps be designed to help make a better world? This series challenges app developers from around the world to visit communities who are missing out and then come up with an app that could help. A life app.
Yes.
This week, Life Apps is in Kenya, the hub of Africa's high-tech boom, but also a country where 4 out of 10 people live on less than $2 a day. Kenya, like most of the world, relies on small-scale farmers for food. Farmers like William Ojwang in Ugenya, in Kenya's fertile west. A former city dweller, farming is now his life.
Nimezaa kuwa mkulima mwaka 12 kutoka 2000. Hadi sasa nilipotoka Nairobi, kama si kujua kazi yoyote, si kujifunza kazi yoyote. Sasa nilipokuwa Nairobi nilikuwa na maisha ngumu. Kufanya mjengo, hakuna vile nalipa nyumba, nikaamua nirudi nilime. Sasa kutoka siku hiyo nikarudi nikaanza kulima. Kama saa hii niko na watoto 8, mimi nalisa na hiyo ukulima peke yake, nakuwa ngumu, hata maisha yangu nakuwa ni kama kuharibika tu. Sababu unafanya na nguvu kushinda kiasi. Kitu ya kwanza mimi ile napendea sana ni ile mboga ya kienyeji. Sababu hizo saa hii watu wengi wapandi. Naweza kupata kitu kama 2000 per month. Nikijaribu kuuza na kufanya nini, na hapo ni kama haitoshi sababu ni kidogo kulingana na maisha ya saa hii. Huko Ugenya wingi wao wako town. Sehemu tu hakuna vitu watu wanalima. Watu wanaelekea tu town.
Maybe William can find the help he needs among the bright lights of Kenya's capital city.
Nairobi. It's full of life. It's a New York of Africa. And you have to quote me on that one.
Meet one of Kenya's new breed of young software developers.
I'm Muniu. I'm an applications developer living in Nairobi. I have a small startup with my friends called BTN Consults. We create tools even I would want to use.
Muniu's challenge is to design a mobile phone app to help William and millions of other small-scale Kenyan farmers.
Mobile is it's cool and it's not a craze in Nairobi as such. It's just most people can get to the mobile. This is my favorite joint. One reason it has the best jazz in town on Thursdays. And number 2, they have the best beer in town. The road we are on is Ngong Road. Ngong Road is like the tech road of Nairobi. So all the tech is hung out here. It's a good time to be living in Nairobi and also doing tech, and mobile is exciting.
Kenya's tech entrepreneurs like Muniu launch as many as 5 mobile phone apps a day.
It's a good time to be living in Nairobi. Right now it's Silicon Savannah.
Muniu's always believed that mobile phone apps can help people in the rural areas. just as much as those in the city.
Most people don't have access to information services, but mobiles provide that platform where it's accessible, it's convenient, it can fit in your pocket. Then I don't see a reason why it shouldn't be accessible to the guys in the rural areas.
Muniu's startup company Bitya has been going for just a couple of years.
These problems to the other groups that are doing.
The team has just had some good news on one of their projects.
Today is an exciting day because we've secured some funds to roll out the pilot for one of the apps we're doing. Development is fun and it gives you the chance to create. If you create something and you see people use it, I mean, it's the satisfaction you derive from there. You can't compare it to anything. People need information wherever they are. And now mobile phones are very cheap and affordable. And they have a wide coverage more than anything else. An app alone will not change the world. It's not a standalone feature. It's part of a larger ecosystem, which is the information services. What apps do? They make information services more accessible to those guys who are in remote places.
I need to keep my mind occupied.
Back in Ugenya, it's the start of the long rains. For William, it's time to plant.
Shamba yangu ni eka 2. Na hata hizo eka 2 zote haijalimwa sababu ya ukosefu ya mapato. Tunalima na jembe ya mkono na eka hiyo 2 ni kubwa, nataka kitu kama tinga. Mimi kwa upande yangu nataka ukulima iwe kama business, sio tu kazi. Nikipata support nitaendelea kuliko vile mimi naendelea.
So can Muniu help William become the farmer he wants to be? Filmmaker Tony, who helped come up with the Life Apps idea, sets Muniu a challenge that he can't refuse. His task? To create a mobile application that can help farmers like William. Muniu's agreed to take 7 days out of his busy schedule to crack it.
So you can just talk to him to just figure out what his problems are and see if you can develop a solution for him.
Okay.
So I've dialed here the number, so you can just call him.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. William. Bari yako, nimepata namba kutoka kwa Tony. Naitwa Muniu na kuja kukutembelea.
Ni wewe unafanya hiyo kazi ya simu?
Ndio huyo.
Utakuja lini?
Ndio hiyo wiki ijayo.
Karibu sana.
Sawa, asante.
Okay, gwaheri.
Okay.
So we're good?
We're good for the challenge.
Okay, so.
Oh, so nice. Play it twice.
Muniu always researches customers' needs. Normally in Nairobi. William's Ugenya is 8 hours west.
Going to the field is part of the normal practice, but since we started, we haven't been this far, so it's a new challenge as well. I'm expecting to learn when I go there. I mean, it's a whole learning experience. Find out what they go through every day, what they are doing, then see what we can do for them.
Muniu has to work out what's stopping William making better use of his 2 acres. Then he can design an app to help.
Haya, habari. Nzuri sana. Matope iko njiani?
Mingi sana.
Hata pandi hii jana ilinyesha. Tunafurahi sababu tutaweza pata mafuno vizuri.
Hiyo ni muhimu sana. Nimeangalia, nimeona shamba yako ni yote, lakini naona uko na sections different.
Sasa kama shamba yangu mimi naita BD farm. Hii ni BD farm A. Hii ni BD farm B. Hii ni BD farm C. Sasa kila ingine na jina.
Na mimea ziko the same?
Mimea haiwezi kuwa the same.
Okay.
Kama nimepanda mtama msimu huu, mwaka ijayo hapo mtama rudi. Na niko na kitabu mali nimeandika. Na sasa kitu ambayo anatusumbua sana sehemu huu ni vile sisi tunaweza kufanya irrigation.
Okay.
Sababu kama pale nimechimba simu futi 20. Irrigation tunafanya na kikombe. Kikombe. Na hii maji sasa nachotwa na hii.
Na hii jerrycan.
Na hii sasa hii ndio nafanywa namna hii. Na tumkisa hapa. Ikishaja unatoa. Unamwaga kwa ndoo ikijaa unatembea nayo na kikombe.
William suffers from the same problems as small-scale farmers globally. He has no modern water pumps. He can't afford fertilizers. And without proper transport, he can only sell crops locally. So, Williams joined a farmers group to try and pool knowledge and resources.
Tukiingia umeniambia kuna kikundi mnafunzwa jinsi ya kutengeneza mimea. Hiyo kikundi inawasaidia namna gani sasa?
Hii kikundi yetu tumeingia haijakaa sana, ni kama saa hii tuko na mwezi 2. Hata saa hizi tumemwaga seedbed. Ndio sasa tumengojea mafunzo yao, walisema watatufundisha. Na walituambia wanaweza kutafutia sisi soko. Sasa ndio tutangojea tuone kama itaendelea vizuri ama.
Sawa. The fact that William is already in a group and it's barely 2 months old, it's a starting point because it's already brought people together. So even if you're developing a solution to that end, there's already a platform and you can use them as a test group or a focus group rather, and also start from hearing problems from other farmers as well. Because now we've heard about William, maybe another farmer is facing a slightly different problem.
City boy Muniu is about to taste some Kenyan country cooking with William's special niche crop, his indigenous Kenyan vegetables.
Karibu kwa chakula.
God thank the food before we take it in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Hii inaitwa nini tena?
Hii inaitwa usuga. Ile mboga ya kienyeji ya zamani, siku hizi ni ngumu kupatikana. Rafiki, hii ni chakula mzuri. Kikula hata ugonjwa hakuna. Tumezoea hii ndio ugali hivi.
Next on Muniu's research trip is a visit to Ugenya town center. He is going to meet William's group of local farmers. Muniu wants to know if other farmers have the same problems as William and how he can design a mobile phone app to help.
Mnafanya nini kuzuia ama kupambana na hizi shida?
Mashamba zingine iko na maji na kuna mahali pengine unaweza kuona toni tu kidogo ya maji, na hizo toni ya maji unatakikana ni chimbe,
lakini hizo vifaa ndio tumelaka. Vitu kama irrigation systems.
Hii shida ya irrigation inakuwa nyingi sana wakati wa ukame.
Wanasema tupande mboga ya kienyeji. Tutawezaje tupate hizi mbegu tupande? Ya pili.
The meeting was good, and after listening to William and his problems or the challenges he faces when he's doing his farming, they are not unique to him. Other guys in the community are also facing more or less the same problems.
Muniu wants to research how much the crops William grows could fetch, so he heads to one of the largest markets in the area. It's only 40 kilometers from William's home, but he's never even been here. A return journey using public transport would cost him $5, almost a week's income. So it's William's first chance to find out how much the indigenous vegetables he grows could sell for in the big local markets.
Unapima namna gani? 320. Nimeshangaa sababu sasa ile mboga tulipata huku kwa shilingi 5 hivi, na ndio sasa hapa shilingi 20. Sasa 15. Sasa kumbe tumesaida sana zaidi.
Na unauza shida gani za kutoa mboga huko Ugunza kuleta hapa?
Shida inaweza kuwa kulete ni mtu mmoja ni ngumu. Nafaa kama kikundi. Sasa mkiwa kikundi mwingine mnasema tutachuna Tuesday. Mwingine gunia moja, gunia mbili, gunia moja, gunia mbili mkisanya. Na jata pick up. Sasa mnalete kama kikundi.
Pooling resources with a group could mean lower costs and higher returns for their produce. Muniu realizes is how a mobile phone app could help.
Looking at from the farmers to the groups now and then now at the marketplace, there's a lot of ideas to be explored within the same area. And most of the problems, they can be solved from a group level. As a group, you want to know what so-and-so is producing, how much of this particular item they're producing. With that kind of intelligence, the coordinators will also be able to sell this produce and also to coordinate who to pay and how much to pay them.
It's a quick goodbye to William as Muniu's off back to Nairobi. His challenge is to design an app that can help William make a better life from farming.
It is a sad story, unfortunately. And worse is that food prices in Nairobi are ridiculously high, and these guys can't sell their produce out here. I mean, for instance, he gave me an example. He went to the market with 500 shillings worth of farm produce. He only sold 100 shillings. So the rest ended up rotting and becoming compost.
It's time for Muniu to brief his team.
I met a farmer, William, and he raised a few challenges that he's facing as an indigenous crop farmer. I also had a chance of meeting the group that he belongs to. These farmers need to push information. So we are looking at where technology can come in and bridge this gap, and also support them to get to the next level.
So maybe there's information about a planting season, is maybe a date, and then they have how much they're earning from the farm. Financial planning.
So the information, we need to bridge that gap. Because
the team decides to go with a simple text-based app.
Why are you looking at the most basic of features?
The kind of phones these people use. You can't go, they don't have smartphones.
You develop technology, you develop solutions for technology people have.
You just want the information to move from the farmer to the market and from the market to the farmer. And the only way you can do this is through their groups.
It's good to be alive. The sky, it seems so far away, but we know that.
They are almost ready to go back to William with their idea for an app.
Take it easy, say she can easy. Yeah, yet to me cheesy. Watch and to easy. Me make your points come up occupy. I need to keep my mind occupied.
Just go. To give me something, and I'll give you something back. I'm ready to just go. To give me something.
The prototype of their life app is ready to show William in person.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. William. Nataka kujulisha tutakuja kukutembelea Ijumaa.
Karibuni.
On the road back to William, and this time Muniu's joined by Jeffrey, one of Bitian's best trainers. The Software City boys are about to be reminded why out here, communication is a problem.
Nilikuwa nasema angepitia upande ile.
Na leo nimerudi na mwenzangu anaitwa Geoffrey Mimano. So ile suluhisho tumekuja nayo ni ya kikundi.
The first step is showing the group how the prototype app works.
So wacha tutumie simu ya William. Nasema sukuma zangu ni gunia 2 nataka kutuma kwa ile system.
Yeah.
So tukisema tuma,
acha nione kama imeingia.
The app is called Rotuba. It's a Swahili word meaning fertility. It's supposed to be a platform to exchange information, whether it's market information, whether it's pest and disease information, record keeping, all that in one.
Alafu si amesema anafanya kazi na wale.
So how exactly does Rotuba work? Step 1. Register the group, farmer name and produce. Step 2. Send the details to Rotuba's database. Step 3. Send reports to Rotuba via text message, such as which crops and the quantity they're selling. Step 4. On market day, Rotuba will then text all the farmers in the group to share the information.
Tutawasiliana nawe siku ya soko.
Then they can agree on prices and share transport costs.
Sasa nimegundua ni kitu kizuri sana, nimeelewa ni idara ya simu kushikana na wakulima.
Most of the interaction with the system will be through SMS, and that's for the farmer, SMSing the system and the system, getting the data back to the farmer. It can be tailored to be anything the farmer wants it to be. For instance, if the group owns a farm implement like a pump, if a farmer wants to use the pump, they request for the pump via SMS.
Kama sida irrigation, mi naona kama tukiwa kwa group, tuseme sasa wacha tununue kama money maker pump. Na ikue ikipiga kwa yule, ipige kwa yule, ipige kwa yule, tutakuwa tunaendelea kuliko vile tulikuwa ya kufanya irrigation na kikombe.
Yuko farmer.
The app would allow William's friends to collect and distribute the information they need to work together.
Si kweli?
Sasa vile imeingia hapo ikiwa kwa meza huko, wakiwa Nairobi na umefanya hii itaingia tu.
Itaingia hapo.
Na itakuwa imewekwa.
I'm excited. They like the product. They see the value in it. So I think it went pretty well.
You should have seen the smiles on those guys' faces. The smile on the other end is what gives you the drive.
Maoni yangu niko na furaha sana. Na tena hata wenye wamekuja wamekaa chini kama wakilima wenzangu, mmewacha na moyo ya bidii. Kila mtu anasema anaenda panda ile mboga ya kienyeji.
This has been, you can call it mind-blowing, or I've experienced something new, really. And it's also a learning experience for me.
Muniu hata kama naenda, mimi nafurahi sana. Sababu ametupatia mafundisho. Ile kazi nitabaki nayo ni kutembelea wakulima wenzangu. Mimi pia nataka kukua tu tena mwalimu yao upande hii tena. Kumwambia hii kitu tuendelee. Akili ndio mali. Sasa mimi nimepata akili kutumia simu kuuza vitu vyangu. Hawezi kwa.
Muniu is currently seeking investment funding to develop Rotuba as a fully functioning technology. He's convinced that mobile phone apps like Rotuba can help Kenya's millions of small-scale farmers to work more efficiently, find new markets, and have a better life.
I'm putting information on people's hands. I think the farmer out there should have access to more information than I, because they're the ones providing me with food, and they are feeding the nation and growing the nation. So, what I'm envisioning personally is it's a project that can scale, even nationally. And it has room for growth. This is just the beginning.
Yo, 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 yo.